So I guess I just want to relay an experience that I had at Big Al's a couple weeks ago, and it continued on into a slightly traumatic experience. I went to Big Al's to find some other feeders for my Chinese water dragon. I was looking to widen his diet, the variety in his diet. Right now he's only on crickets, mealworms, and supers. Occasionally, I've tried earthworms, but he's not interested. He's had minnows a few times, but anyways. I go there because PetSmart is closer to me, and it doesn't really have the variety, but when I get a chance, I go to Big Al's. So, I went there, and I asked for some help, and he suggested a Pinky Mouse. And first I was like, alright, and then I was like, wait a minute, is it live? It's like, yes. And that's where I had my problem. I was like, I don't know, and he talked me into it. Now, when I had my ball python, I fed frozen all the time. I never tried feeding live. I never thought of it. And I don't know. I guess some people are going to call me ridiculous or whatever. But when I got home, I couldn't do it. I put it in the bowl. I powdered him up. I put him in the tank. I walked away as I was suggested to. Came back 5 minutes later, and the little guy was still there. And that's where I had my problem, because I showed it to him. I showed the Pinky to Triton, and he was not interested whatsoever. So at that point, I'm like, oh my god, what do I do with this little baby mouse? And I don't know, I guess it was just like a huge baby mouse, oh my gosh, what did I do? Like, it really was the cutest thing ever. It was so small and pink, and his eyes weren't even open yet. And really, it's so defenseless. I'm sorry, I'm a really big animal lover. I'm sure lots of few other reptile people are, and feed live, but we all have our different boundaries. So all I'm saying is, if you go to a pet store, a live feed store, or wherever, and you're looking to widen the diet of your animal, and they suggest live feed, and you don't feel comfortable with it in the store, don't do it. Because if you're like me, you're gonna end up having a little box with the baby mouse in it, trying to nurse it on kitten formula, and having it die on you, and then you burying it in your backyard. Not always the funnest thing, but also slightly ridiculous as well. But yeah, just think twice about buying live feed. I also bought him silkworms while I was there, and he loved them. He munged those like nom 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 nom. But shit, he ate those up. I haven't been up there probably in 2 weeks since the last time I was up there and I got the Pinky Mouse. And I had to make another trip up there, find some other things for him. I am still looking to widen his diet. And anyone does have any suggestions, let me know. I've tried him on earthworms. He's not really interested. Minnows, he'll bite off half of it, but won't finish the rest of the body. But, yeah. So, have a good night.